What's up? This is another video because I haven't posted in a while, so I figured this is something I've been wanting to do for a while and I'm doing nothing right now. So this is a tackle box video, so everything I have in my tackle box. So if I can even open it, I guess. See, first I just have all my hooks. I have a bunch of different types of hooks. It's all tangled and stuff. I have these little 3-ounce jig heads, no, third of an ounce jig heads. I'm not even sure what they are. But I got those for like $3 at a yard sale. And then I just got some hooks like these. I think these are the 2-aught, and then there's 3-aught ones. So just circle hooks. Yeah, these are the 3-aught ones. So I have those ones, and then I have this one that is probably way too big for like the fish that I fish for, but I do anyways. Very heavy. And then this is a hook that came out of a one of these. What are they? You know what I'm talking about. My words are not coming to me right now. So those are just the hooks that I got. And then we got this spoon that I believe is for like walleye or something. Probably not walleye even. It's pretty big. And it's tangled, and I don't feel like untangling it. So there's that one. That's pretty cool. Has some nice action. Same with this one. Both decent size. And then this one's a gold one, and then this one's just a silver one right there. So kind of the same thing. Then next we have a popper that me and my brother, we got out of a Christmas advent calendar. It was a fishing lure one. But it's pretty cool, just a little top water popper. You can hear it. Has those little like beads inside of it to make it sound, I guess. And then we have a flicker shad. This is one I had like $4 left to spend, and we stopped at a store. And so that's what I got. Pretty cool. Flicker shad, they're good for just about anything. And then we have a little just a little tiny swim bait, little paddle tail. My dad actually cut this off and just put it in my tackle box, so it's not even mine. So there's that. I believe this is actually one that my brother got that I traded him. It's in one of the other videos that we did, the mystery tackle box. This is a Vexen Deep Thud, I think. I just remember talking about it, but just a rattling crankbait, I guess. Shallow diving, since it has the flat bill. And then this is an older one that I actually got with the tackle box, because this tackle box is one of my dad's friends that passed away, and so I got his tackle box. So this is one that was already in there, so this is an older crankbait. It's a floating crankbait. Here's another pretty cool crankbait. It's pretty bright colors, shiny. Bass love it. And so for this, I just have all my swim baits and stuff. This is also one of the weird Chinese baits we got off of the calendar thing, the advent calendar. I'm really not even sure where you're supposed to hook it. If you're supposed to hook it all the way over here at the end, or if you're supposed to hook it like right there. I am genuinely confused about this, but it's very weird. And then we just have a bunch of tiny swim baits. This white one was tearing them up in one of the bass ponds I go to. So we just have a bunch of this kind of swim baits. And this one looks kind of like a little goldfish, I think. Like a little super tiny koi, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Alright, and here we have our stuff with like our chatterbaits and spinners and bass jigs and stuff. So here, which one am I grabbing? This is a Googan Squad chatterbait. My friend just got it in a mystery tackle box yesterday, and I traded him for it. So that's pretty cool. Has the nice colorful skirt and stuff. So There's that one. I'll set these down here for now. And then we have another Googan Squad bass jig. But those are pretty cool. They're, yeah, just good at catching bass in general, I guess. And here is a spinner bait that I've had for a long time. When I got my first spinning reel, this is like what kind of came with it, because I won it at a banquet, and it came with one of those mini tackle boxes attached to it. And this was in it. A real colorful spinner bait. That's what you use on gloomy days and stuff. And then I just have another natural colored bass jig right here. Got that out of a mystery tackle box. Then I got, this is actually my dad's spinner bait that's just in my tackle box for some reason. Got the red and stuff. Pretty neat. And then this is a spinner bait that I got out of my mystery tackle box. A lot of mystery tackle box stuff. Pretty neat. Oh, and actually, I realized in my video where I opened, this in the mystery tackle, goodness, when I opened this in the mystery tackle box, and I said that I didn't know what this little hook thing was for, I realized that's actually because you're supposed to put trailers on it. Like you're supposed to put a soft plastic right there, so it kind of makes it look like a bigger fish swimming. And I realized that's to hold the trailer on, like to hold your soft plastic on. So there's that. Self-teaching, I guess. And this is one of my favorite crankbaits. It's really got this one in the mystery tackle box too. Makes sound and stuff. It has really good action. It's a square bill. Looks angry. I believe it's an arc, because the arc jerkbaits have like the same eyes. Like that one has that eye. So does this one, if you can see. But so those are pretty cool. I catch a lot of tiny bass on that, surprisingly, even though it is a lot bigger than expected. Here's what I've been wanting for a while. This is the River Sea Whopper Plopper. I believe this is a 90, and this is the loon color. But I wanted the bone color, but they didn't have it at Dick's when I went. So, yep, $13 for one lure, but whatever. And this is a this is an Ozark Trail Whopper Plopper. So this is kind of the cheaper one. I want to do a cheap versus expensive video on the Whopper Ploppers, so that'll probably be coming when I go fishing. But pretty cool. I think that's why I didn't get the bone color, because A, they didn't have it at Dick's, and B, I kind of already had one that was that color. So, and here's one that I ordered off of AliExpress. I got a 5-pack of them, and this is one of the ones that came in it. Pretty neat Whopper Plopper. I like the vibrant colors on the bottom and stuff. So, I got that. And then we have, oh my goodness, a jointed Rapala. This thing tears up bass at the ponds we go to. It's a top water, so it floats on the top, and when you jig it, like when you reel it in slow or jig it or whatever, it like moves like that, like the action kind of moves. And that tears up the bass where we fish. So my dad got me and my brother each one of those. And then we have another jointed Rapala, but it's a tiger color, I think it's what it's called, like a vibrant tiger color. It's just a smaller one, but does the same thing. It's really good for bass. And on to the last level. We have some top water pad crashers. The popper frogs. Yeah, because they have like this right here, like in the front of their mouth, how it's kind of like a divot. It's like when you pop it, it kind of splashes water up. So I have this color right here. And then I have this color. It's kind of like a leopard frog. I think that's like imitating like a leopard frog or a green frog. Put those back, and then we have a paddle-tailed frog. So this one, instead of just popping it, when you reel it in, it like kind of does like what a whopper plopper does, and like plops this up and down and splashes water and stuff, so it like attracts them more. And then we have a paddle-tailed frog, which I think that's what I called the other one, but same difference. So this one, it also moves like a whopper plopper. It's just like a swim bait tail, kind of. Like, as you can see, this one, like the swim bait tail looks just the same, just this one's upside down. So, has like a swim bait tail, and it's just the same thing. It's a pad crasher, and it just like keeps flipping and stuff. And then I have a little pocket frog up in here with the extra paddle. Super tiny pocket frog. That's how you catch. I've even caught bluegill on this, I believe. It's a big old bluegill, but pretty nice. It got the flimsy legs, so the legs move around and stuff and flail. Then this jerk bait is also one I got out of the advent calendar for Christmas. It's a nice jerk bait. I haven't actually tried that one yet, so it's cool. This was an arc jerk bait. And you can see it has those little balls in there, so it can like, it rattles and stuff. But that's pretty good. Everything's pretty good, I guess. And then we have a bluegill swim bait that I stole from my dad. The action on this thing is insane. It moves like more than an actual fish does, which is crazy to think about, but it has really, really good action. Bass love it. And then we have one that looks like a little like minnow maybe, or a pike. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. But it has a lot more like joints and stuff than the other one does. And I've only used this one time, and it had no action unless you reeled it like way too fast. But I was also using one of the snap and swivels, which can sometimes ruin the action of a bait. So I have yet to try it without a snap and swivel. So I guess we'll have to see if it still has good action or not. And then our bottom level is the wacky rigging bands that I got the other day that I just posted a video about. It's for wacky rigs and stuff. And then we have our whole bag of worms and stuff. You can see all the stuff in there. We got some, alright, there's a Guggen Lunker log. Those are, can't think of the name right now. I just posted it in the video, but those are all pretty cool. And then we have our flukes, which that's like a big old fluke. And then we have the little, these are sway minnows. Just a bunch of little flukes. These are natural colored ones. I'm not gonna get any of it out now. We got our knife for cutting line and stuff. Up in here somewhere we have our we have a plastic frog. I'm not even sure why. This is just a separate bag of stuff. It's like, it's not flukes, but it's not worms. It's like the crawdads and the tubes and all that kind of fun stuff. We got some extra fishing line, another bobber, and then we have a little tackle box for my little fish. And in there we got another knife, we got a bobber, got some little panfish hooks and stuff that I also got at the yard sale, some micro crankbaits, soft plastics, jig heads, rooster tails, all that fun stuff. And then we got our weights and our scale in case we catch that 10-pound bass. Wow, that was a lot. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna attempt to put this thing back together how it was. Have a good day.